Hi guys, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. I am making Waterlily Fresh Mint soap tonight. I've made it one other time, but it was a more simple design. And yes, these are my gloves. I ran out of my regular disposable latex ones, so I'm using these. And I hate them because they're hot and I feel like I can't really work well in them, but until mine come in, this is what I have to use. I'm going to do a dark green on the bottom, very bottom layer, and I'm going to do that with the Green Vibrance Mica from Nurture Soap. I used this the other day and it turned almost olive color, but then the next day it turned back. So I'm going to go ahead and use that for my bottom layer. Then I'm going to do white with two different color swirls. One is the Maniacal Pea, or I never know how to say that. And the other, I grabbed Hot Pants, but I really want Voodoo. So I'm going to do this Voodoo Pink from Mad Oils. And then I'm going to have a white layer on the top of that drop swirl. And then I'm going to pipe on top of that, hopefully. I'm going to I'm not going to type, I'm going to pipe water lilies. Now, I looked up pictures of them to see how they're done, and I have no idea if it's going to work out or not. I'm using two tips that I've never used before for the leaves and for the, I guess it's like the pad, the green pad that the flower is on. It's not a lily pad, it's just it's like a leaf pad, and then the flower is on top of that. So I'm going to pipe the green leaves, and then I'm going to pipe the pink flower on top of that. I'm going to try. And it's scented with Waterlily Fresh Mint, which when I made it before, it smells really, really good. And it did speed up trace a little bit, which will be okay, because my soap will set up in a decent amount of time for me to pipe. So that's the plan. I never know if I'm going to veer off of my plan, and if I do, that's fine. But I feel like I can't even get a good handle on this with these gloves. This is not going to be fun. Okay, in with the lye solution. I'm barely mixing it because I do want time to do a little bit of a drop swirl. I have a piece of soap in here. It looks to be soap that came off my septic blender, and I chased it around for like 5 minutes before I turned the camera on and couldn't get it. Well, I just got it, so all is well now. Okay, I'm gonna leave the majority of white in the bucket. This is going to be my darker green for the bottom, and I'm going to save a tiny bit out for the leaves on the top, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do a drop swirl with this pink, and then this is going to be the lighter green that I'll do a drop swirl with. And let me see what else. I'm going to do a tiny bit more green because I want a definite base with it. So I think that'll be good. And then this will be white. Let me think. I'm going to do a tiny bit less of this because I just want to make sure I have enough white to put on the top before I pipe. Okay, so that's my white. I have to take these off for a minute. I'm not even going to be able to get the colors in with these. Don't do this at home. Don't take your gloves off. I'm in a bad situation. I always have extra boxes, and I thought I had one more under the table, and I didn't, so it was poor planning on my part. I know I don't have much of this, so Then we've got this one. I love this green. I'm gonna have to order more of it. It's so fresh and clean. And then this Voodoo is like the best pink. It's nice and vibrant. Okay, let's give these a mix and see what we get. I can't believe I have no gloves on. That's so weird. Okay, I am back to pipe, and I definitely have to take my gloves off for this because I know that I cannot have control of the bag. So I just have paper towels wrapped around this just so I don't get my hands next to the soap. So I have tip number 98 or 86, depends on, no, it's upside. Okay, so it is 98 Wilton tip. This is what I'm going to use to try to do the bottom leaf. And then I have tip number 81. It's a Wilton 81, and I'm going to use that. I think they're ribbon tips. I don't know. This one has a little bit of like variegated or whatever at the bottom. And then I just have a baggie, a sandwich baggie that I put the light green in. So maybe I'll put some dots or something if I have room. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do the leaves first. With yellow Cottage Soapery, and I am going to put my Waterlily Fresh Mint. This is how it turned out. You can see in the beginning I started out with, some delicate looking flowers, and then they kind of got bigger as I went. It was hardening up quick, and I hope they don't look like poinsettias. Honey, do these look like poinsettias?
Yeah.
You're just saying that.
Huh?
Do you even know what a poinsettia looks like?
Yep.
What color is it?
Reddish.
Do you know cats are allergic to, or it's poison to cats?
Yep. Thinking about getting a couple.
You're smarter than I thought. Okay, I did the green on the bottom. If you remember, when I poured it, it was like an olive green, and I was hoping it would turn back. And it did. That's the Green Vibrance mica from Nurture Soap. And then I did just kind of a skewer swirl in the top. And then I piped the top with what are supposed to look like water lilies. I'm trying to record.
I'm trying to stuff this crap in the freezer.
My husband's reorganizing the freezer. I don't know where this big thing came from, but it's kind of cool. That's the top.
The last piece of pie here she won't eat.
Oh, I finished it.
Huh?
I finished the one that I took watermelon in this area.
Oh, I love it. Do you want to show the folks out here in YouTube land? There's another one. Oops.
Is that even in shot?
No. This is, my daughter's making these little Dreamcatcher bookmarks for an order that I have, so I can wrap it in the packaging.
You're pushing it off my hand.
I know. And that she's almost done. You have one more to make.
Yeah.
But I showed them on another video, and I just think they're so cute. Okay, thank you.
Do you like the hat?
Yeah, I like them all. They're all a little different. And I think that the lady will love them. These turned out good, and this is a really yummy fragrance. Shh.
Lance. Yuck. Mayonnaise.
My husband's opening our Tupperware cabinet, and we all make a joke because we organize it, and then it doesn't stay organized, and then you open it, and they all fall out. So nobody wants to open it, and my daughter emptied the dishwasher. So my husband just opened it, and yeah, they're everywhere now. So I think they turned out really cute. I like them. And I'll just cut the rest off camera because they're pretty much going to be about the same. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.